Hi, it's another impromptu stream tonight. It's pretty late at night, and I just want to finish this run. You know, I just want to finish it, basically. Is that okay with you? All right. All right. It's Inke. Hello. And yeah, I just want to finish the stream before I forget everything, basically. So there's 5 places we haven't been yet, but we don't need pedestal. Pedestal is just couch cache. We actually do have the fire rod, so we can finish Skull Woods, and we can do Ice Palace. Although I do prefer to have Bombos when I go into Ice Palace, but we could do Ice Palace as well. So it looks like that's pretty much what we're going to be doing up next. I don't think there's any other like collection stuff we need to do. Oh wait, we've never been into Spike Cave. Goodness gracious. We better go do that before I forget about it forever and ever. And we need to go back into the thieves' hideout in the Dark World, because we never opened the big chest because we didn't have the hammer at the time. We actually pretty much needed to go through that place so that we could get to where the hammer was, as I recall. We still have no mirror, though. Hopefully we'll get it real soon. Oh my god, folks. Are you seeing this? The 4th sword upgrade is up there, locked behind the magic mirror. That is insane! That's hilarious! Oh my god, that is so funny. Wow. Wow. I am genuinely just blown away. Nothing. Alright, so we've 100% gotta find that mirror. Because I don't know how to beat this game with just the tempered sword, I don't think. Maybe I have done it before? I'm not sure anymore. I should have just taken damage. Jeez, that was dumb of me. Whatever's fine. I'm sure we'll get magic pickup soon enough. Alright. It's a pretty gusty storm outside tonight. Watched a couple movies. I watched The Lighthouse, which is a lot about like trauma and abuse, and there's mental illness, kind of. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. Really excellently made and everything. I would give like a conditional recommendation for it, like just like make sure that you can handle it. You know, it's like taking some kind of a mind-altering substance. Just, you know, make sure that you are ready for all that. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Alright. Psh. Fine. Oh, that was dope. That was dope. I've never had to do that before. And then I just did it. Cool. I pretty much just like F all of these people. If they're not directly in my way, I'm just like, forget them. I don't care about them. Okay, super worth it. Red mail. Fantastic. So glad we did that. Nice. Wow, looking super fucking demonic right now. Wow. Light blue hair offset with all that red. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Probably faster this way since I don't have the mirror. Alright, let's go finish Skull Woods. We can do that. I wonder if it's faster just to do this rather than take the... Probably it's not faster. Doesn't take that long though. It's right there. Screen transitions though. I saw a critic making a pretty interesting argument about the Lighthouse. They conceded, you know, like, yes, beautiful cinematography, incredible performances, but like, what's the point of the movie? Was kind of the question. And like, you know, valid. Pretty valid question to have. I love it when the big key is in the big chest in this dungeon. Because it's literally the only thing you need the big key for is to get into the big chest. Because normally that would have the fire rod. So it's by proxy that the big key is locking the way to the rest of the dungeon. Only by proxy. I'm really hoping to get the mirror because I love getting the golden sword. Oh, there's that big key. I'm gonna have to go back and take care of that. That's fine. Beating the dungeon will just take us right back, you know? Okay. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that didn't work that time. Let me out! Okay, finally. Jesus. Okay, this is a clusterfuck. Yikes. Triple yikes. Fucker! Alright, that's fine. Made it! Actually didn't need that. That was a waste of my time. Come on! Get killed by me. All the cool kids are doing it. Alright, here we go. Fucking easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh my god, yeah. Again, we don't really need the pendant, but I needed to find out if they held an item for me, basically. Actually, I could have figured, well, no, because I could have, it could have taken a gamble. I could have gone to check the big chest and see if it was a dungeon item or if it was another item. But, you know, again, either way, it's a gamble, basically. So that's fine. If there had been 2 dungeon items still missing, I would have been like, okay, forget this whole place. I'm done with it entirely and completely. Oh, for crying out loud, Inke. Yeah, we gotta save him quick because we gotta go to Ice Palace. The only way to get there is from the Light World. Sure. We are gonna want to get Blue Potion if we're gonna be going into the next several dungeons here. So that means... Thank you. Actually, that's bad menuing. Because it could be a huge time loss if you get into one of these final 4 dungeons and run out of magic. Especially with no fucking mirror. My god. Utter nightmare. Yeah, you know. Whew. What's 20 rupees? I'm not going to make the same joke I made last time that I did a highlight out of, by the way. So there's a new highlight also if you want to hear something funny and silly. I was like, oh, that's a good joke. I'm going to keep that one forever. So yeah, thinking about the Lighthouse. I do think that, you know, it is about something. It's just, you know, it's a little more subtle. It took some thinking for me anyway. Crying out loud. Okay, that's the one I need. Woo, close. Okay, good. Orange means they're done. Meow. None of them dropped a thing. That is so weird. Ah, the bane of my existence here. Getting to that staircase before the fire sweeps around. I didn't get the big key yet, did I? God, press every button but the right button, Inke, okay? Jeez Louise. Alright, we gotta go the long way around. It's fine. There's so many chests over here. Oh god, I did it wrong again. Keep doing it the wrong way. Oh no! Yay! Alright, we got it. We got through it. Oh hell yeah! Get that fucking mana refill. Another piece of heart. That's good. Okay, cool. I also watched. Oh god. Oh, I missed a fucking. Oh god. I always miss that key. I forget about it. I don't always miss it, but I've forgotten this key back here in the past. Because I'm just like, get out of this room, basically. Is my mentality. And there's a key, though. There it is. Okay, cool. Now I gotta reopen the door. Meow. Alright. Take two, baby. Alright. Getting them corners. Not bad. I've done worse. Okay. Oh my god. Jeez. What? Woo! Just singe the hair ever so slightly. Yeah, I watched My Own Private Idaho, which is a classic of queer cinema, basically. Starring Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix. And it was like the last full movie River Phoenix completed. I love him so much. I'm a really big Stand By Me fan. The movie Stand By Me. And it always makes me cry. Imagine having friends. That's how you know it's a movie. Because you have these incredible fictional stories. This idea of like actually having friends. Wow. Of course, that's why, you know, it takes place in childhood, because that stuff does kind of somewhat happen in childhood. You know, you put a bunch of kids all in school together, the ones that are kind of similar enough to vibe, they tend to kind of bunch up. Okay. Yeah, I want to go through here. Come on. Oh, damn it. It's fine. Yeah, My Own Private Idaho, not an easy movie to watch. Again, I was basically watching like trauma movies. So I watched some, you know, fairly, I don't want to say lighthearted, but you know, semi-lighthearted-ish movies recently. So, you know, it's not like I watch horrible traumatic movies all the time when I watch movies. Anyway. It's really great. Really great. Difficult to watch, but really, really great. No bombos. That's unfortunate. Yeah, got one. Oof. So much damage they do, even with a red male. Hey, we won! And my Own Private Idaho has one of those endings where it's really unclear necessarily like where things go from there for the main character. It's got kind of a Ghost World starring Thora Birch and Scarlett Johansson and Steve Buscemi kind of an ending. A little bit like that. All right, we finished Ice Palace. What have we? Have we not done? Have we not done the Well, oh, we can't do. Yeah, that's right. We can't get into Swamp Palace, anyways. So. So we didn't get anything super great out of Ice Palace except for a crystal. We've beaten all the dungeons here. Can't believe how few hearts we have so far in this run. Brutal. Yeah. Well, Let's hope we can even get into... We only have 2 of the 3 medallions, so we might not even be able to get into Misery Mire. Technically could be the case. Oh, interesting. Ether, we do have it. Okay. My Own Private Idaho, you know, was made in 1991. It's very early 90s. I would describe it somewhat, you know, I think that it has a lot of influence. Not like too much influence, but like a fair amount of influence from films like Easy Rider. And I would say, Clockwork Orange, to some degree. I mean, you know, who the fuck isn't watching Kubrick, right? If you're not watching Kubrick, you're not doing film correctly. I don't like to be exclusionary or anything, but, you know, we're talking about Stanley Kubrick. This is not your normal kind of a scenario. I think we didn't even have to come here in my last run, so it's a little strange being here on this run. Alright, so we got 1 small key. We got 2 small key. We get your 3 small key. I'm Anson My Eyes Johnson, and I'm here to sell you some amazing refrigerators. I don't remember how the bit goes. It's a good bit though. More keys. Get all them small keys, baby. Pack of small bombs. Nothing. You know, some people have criticized Keanu Reeves' performance in the film, and like, sure, okay. I see, you know, where you could get that. Just the map. Way to dodge them tiles, Inke. Good job. Dodging tiles all the livelong day. Now, is it the big key needed for the chest that I'm going for right now? No, I remember where that is. Okay, never mind. This is where you normally get the big key in vanilla. That's what it is. That's why I'm getting confused. Okay. Good cinematography, you know, it's very indie, it's experimental. I found it to be a fairly surreal film. Not like a wildly surreal film, but fairly surreal. You know, you've got a main character who's, again, pretty traumatized, and has missed form, is in the catacombs. Okay, is that like a joke about the cape? Catacombs. Maybe. I don't know. Weird. The catacombs, is that like underneath the dungeon? Or underneath the castle? Is that what they're talking about? Huh. So we still can't get... We don't have the big key, but we can go to some other rooms over here. I think we should get this chest here. Yeah, it's available. Cool. Good, there's the big key. We need it. Right here. It's just 5 rupees. That's funny. Alright, good routing. I'm happy about that. River Phoenix is amazing in my own private Idaho. And there's a lot of other wonderful performances. It's kind of strange. You kind of have to, like, buy into, like, what the film is doing a bit. That is to say, there's this, like, so a lot of it is, you know, like that they're homeless and stuff. Understandably so, because you know, so the premise, you get to the premise within like probably 7 or 8 minutes is, you know, it's really about young, attractive, kind of twinky men. So I do have the big key. Derp. Okay, so let's go here. Okay. Who do sex work. And a lot of it is them being on the street, you know, making themselves available for sex work, and then like socializing and like with each other and stuff, which I think is like highly valuable material. It's really well done. There's actually a video on YouTube you can see of River Phoenix interviewing 2 young male sex workers about everything they have to do and everything. I don't think we need to go up there. Pretty sure it's just money up there. Oh, I forget about this part. Sorry. And there's kind of this like elder kind of hustler, grifter, just kind of like a no good kind of character who they both know from earlier in their lives, who shows back up again. And it's interesting, the text, the dialogue, the performances get very Shakespearean, especially with this character around. Now, you know, I did some reading, and this film was actually a stealth reimagining of Henry IV, Part 1 and 2 by William Shakespeare. We don't have silver arrows, so I'm just gonna slash these eyeballs. Nope, we're in the eyeball zone now, friends. Lord Oculon is sending his minions after us. Woo! Fires more frequently, the fewer of the eyeballs there are. It's kind of random, isn't it? Alright. Oh, you bastard! Cheap bastard. Nice! Got him. Just a key. Oh, for crying out loud. We're gonna have to do Turtle Rock and hope the ice rod is inside, I guess. Unless I've forgotten something terribly, you know. So, You know, normally if a film was all like Shakespearean dialogue stuff, I would be like taken out of the reality of the film. I'd be like, wow, this is really unrealistic. People don't talk like this. But the way the movie kind of hit me was like, this guy kind of has this effect on everyone. It's just sort of like how he is. And it was funny that I also watched The Lighthouse, you know, around the same time, because Willem Dafoe's performance is a bit like oratory as well. I would not quite Shakespearean though. It's too salty for that. Very, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you know, it's like that. It's very early 90s if you're interested in the vibe of that time. It's important to know though that it was a very daring film for its time. It was very independent. It was not widely promoted outside of sort of serious film enthusiast kind of art circles. Not that I recall, anyway. I mean, Siskel and Ebert covered it in their show, but again, they straddled the lines. They did both Hollywood and artistic stuff, and they tended to prefer artistic stuff if you watch much of them. I don't always agree with their opinions, by the way, but they came down very much in favor of My Own Private Idaho. Yeah, it's kind of like that Talking Heads movie. What the hell was it called? I always recognize it when I see the name, but now I'm like, what was it? I can't remember. True Stories. I remembered it. How about that? Yeah, there's actually a Talking Heads movie. It's like a movie, but it's like a Talking Heads movie. And it's very much a Talking Heads movie. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how to put it. If you know much about the frontman of Talking Heads, David Byrne, you'll have an idea of what I mean. It's... yeah. So, My Own Private Idaho is a bit like that as well. Sorry, I gotta scratch my eye for a second. Not like my actual eye, but my eyelid itches. Yikes. Okay, and it's a movie, you know, that doesn't give up its emotional core easily. My Own Private Idaho. It explores this strange, dreamlike, unmoored kind of existence that these young men have for a good long while. But when it gets into it, those... again, and like... I refer to Easy Rider, and I think, again, you have a campfire scene that's just stunning. Really good stuff. That's where they start to get into it. Yeah, I recommend it. You know, if you're in a really vulnerable place or whatever, might not be a really good idea, but I think it's an important piece of queer media history. You know, My Own Private Idaho. Please give it a watch sometime. For River, if nothing else. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. Ahead of his time in a lot of ways. Too pure for this world. Now, I recall there was a secret touchstone that said that there was just like a pack of bombs in Mimic Cave, and I think that Mimic Cave is I think that, you know, mimics are those red or blue things that mimic your movements, and I think Mimic Cave is the secret place you can get to here, which is good because I don't have the fucking magic mirror, which you need to get in there. Dear God, will I ever find it? It's becoming a serious question at this point. Can you beat the game without the magic mirror? Well, I mean, this game, probably. Because it's rando, you know? Actually, it's bad anyway. I really wish I had the mirror shield for this part of the game. That's coming up here in a minute. Well, there's that ice rod. Yep. Cute. Very cute. So at least we can finish the dungeon. I mean, God, I don't know what we would have done otherwise, actually. Unless we had been able to get access to Swamp Palace if we got the magic mirror. Other than that, it would have been, I think, basically impossible. So yeah, I thought that Keanu Reeves was fine in the movie, personally. But I like Keanu Reeves, so I'm not impartial. Oh, wow! I never realized that they were immune to that. That's so funny. Okay. Well, we got a couple more hearts. That's good. Oh, for crying out loud. Jeez. Okay. Yikes. Alright, this is it. Moment of truth. Our last time we fought Trinex, we were a little suboptimal. Not as best as the highlight that I have saved. So let's see what we can get this time here. Oh, for crying out loud, Inke. Jeez. Oh, you know what it is? I don't have the golden sword. No, you don't. Alright. The last thing you want is for a blue one to spit out ice. Fire's not good either, though. Okay. Yeah, so this was not going to be as good as some of our previous times. Alright, not bad. Could have been a lot worse. Pack of bombs. Alright. You know, we're gonna go to Ganon's Tower, because we're right here. It'd be such a hassle to come back. And hopefully the silver arrows are inside Ganon's Tower, because if not... Oof. Big oofs, friends. What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. We can do this. We've done this before. Not bad. I mean, if the silver arrows aren't here, we're gonna have to get the big bomb. I mean, we'll be able to beat the Ganon's Tower, so it's not like we'll have to come back here. But we won't be able to go straight in for our fight against Ganon's final form. So, I mean, either way is kind of fine. Kind of. Nice. Yeah, we made it. Pretty ugly, but we made it. Could have been a lot worse. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Alright. Woo! Oh God. Alright, and I always forget which is the chest that like makes that trap pop off. It would be pretty cool if we could just like beat the game and not have to go back to anything that we've been to before. Ugh, crying out loud. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, I think we want to go up here. What is the big key at? Jeez. And here. Get this little key. There. There it is. Bstraps! Oh my god, I don't have the bug catching net. Oh no. Well, there's the big key. But we still don't have silver arrows. So we've got to keep going until we find those. I'm so sorry, B. I've lost you forever now. Damn. All this time, I was like, I never even thought about the fact that we didn't have the bug catching net. Terrible blunder. Other than that, I don't know, haven't been up to a whole lot. I saw some family. Family member had a birthday. There's the mirror. There's the mirror. That's kind of a bad sign. I'm kind of sad that we got the mirror now. Because it's kind of a bad sign. Means we might have to go around a lot more than we maybe kind of wanted to. Hey, nice! Got it in one try. We got the big key. If I go through this door up here, can I not come back out? I forget where this place takes me to. I mean, like, I remember most of the rooms, but I don't remember where it ends out in. If you know what I mean. Piece of heart. I have to use a bunch of arrows for these almost nights because I don't have silver arrows yet. Oh, another heart. That's good, I guess. I mean, it's freaking hard to beat Ganon when you've only got like 17 hearts or something. For sure. Yeah, this takes me right where I want to go. I forgot. Yikes. Okay. Alright, fine. And I saw a friend of mine who is really into music. Not like a good friend. I've known them online for... Where the fuck am I going? Jesus. Inke, come on. I've known them online for a long time. We've chatted like a bit here and there. And they were just like, let's get together and talk about music. And I was like, yeah, you don't have to you don't have to do a whole lot to convince me to do that. At least sometimes. I mean, up to a certain point. Okay. Balls. Oh, this is hard. Gosh. Glad I got a bottle of blue potion. Gonna need that probably at some point here. Jeez, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, better. God. Inke, jeez. Alright. Movement strats, baby. And yeah, that was cool. I still, you know, I'm trying to find a girlfriend. And other people, especially people who it's like I'm only like so close to them. You know, I just don't have a lot of people I'm really close to right now. I don't know. I don't really have anybody who, if I'm having like an emotional crisis, I feel like I can call them and say I just want to like cuddle for a couple hours, you know? And every girl should have that. Nice, lucky fairy. Really lucky fairy. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm getting pwned here. These laser tower dudes. They're awful. Alright. Yikes. Alright. God. Get the hell out of here. Alright. The gauntlet is over. We got the extra fairy. And here we are for this now. Not a very good round one. Alright, I mean, you know, given that we only have the tempered sword, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Cool. Took care of that. Oh, I totally got blocked by the spiked moving block there. That's so funny. Okay. Oh my god. Got him! Wow, that was intense. That was an intense Moldorm fight. Wow. Wow. Arrows? No, god, we're gonna have to go hunting for the arrows now. I'm so sorry, everyone. Oh, that's rough. That's the way it goes. Oof. Ah, oh, God. Oh, I blew it! Yeah! Oh, no. Okay. God. Wow. Alright. Let's fight Aghanim, and then let's figure out, where the fucking arrows are. Brutal first movements. Jeez, that was a really nasty alignment. Wow, come on. Oh, now the game is just being friendly. Alright, that's fine. Hey, I can't believe I hit him with that one. That was actually pretty decent. Alright! Not bad. Not bad. We are gonna have to go hunting for the silver arrows now, though. Good news is we can get the golden sword. Definitely gonna do that now. Probably do that first, actually. It'll make everything a lot easier. And it'll be really easy to get to, relatively speaking. And you know, while we're at it, why don't we also get, like... Oh, oops. We'll get another jar of blue potion as well. Or bottle of blue potion. Because we can afford it, and we literally need the money for nothing else. We have so much money right now. Holy cow! All right, it's silver arrows and go. That's where we're at now, folks. Here. We need to go here, obviously. Even I know that. Yeah, I just, you know, I talked about this on stream somewhat recently. I've been putting a lot of effort into trying to find a girlfriend, and it's just not I don't know, it's weird, you know. I have not ever really dated locally because of, like, you know, I was in the closet for so long. Had a couple of, like, hookups locally. Well, when I say dated locally, I guess I mean more than once. I've been on, like, a date locally a couple of different times with some different people. What's the best way to get to the Dark World? I guess probably here, yeah. Actually, the fastest thing to do would be to go this way. This would be faster. Go here and check out this one over here. Very fast to check this one. That's the name of the game right now, is like, what are the locations we can check fastest? There's one girl I went on like 2 or 3 dates with some years ago. But we didn't really have a whole lot in common in the end, so... Now that I'm here, I want to go around the corner. Up and over here. Nice! Mirror shield. Not that it's a whole lot of use for us anymore, but... cute. Yeah, I don't know. You know, like... meeting people on like local dating apps is such a nightmare. Because first of all, there's all the cis guys. And I think that aside from, you know, the obvious thing right away is they're annoying and they make you not want to use the app. But when you think about it, like, they're making a lot of other, like non-cis male people not want to use these apps also. You know? So people are not on these apps that, like, could be if they were decent. Regarding that kind of shit. But even beyond that, it's just kind of like, how does this work? Like, the way that people talk to each other, I don't fully... Because, you know, I'm not that casual. I like to really talk with people. I like to use complete sentences. And, I mean, you know, okay, like, that's what I want from somebody else as well. Sahasrara, we do have the green... No, we don't. Because the green is in Swamp Palace. Did we ever talk to Bug Catching Kid? Oh god. Cute to see the bombs do blow up the bushes though. Hi, can't remember if I ever talked to you. I'm sick, you have my item. Well... whatever. I'm actually gonna ask the internet to confirm what Mimic Cave is. Just to make sure. Yeah, it's the place I thought it was. There's nothing there that I need, which is good. I think we just have to do Swamp Palace. I don't think we've missed anything else. That's so funny. Okay. Ganon's waiting for us at the pyramid like, okay, come on. Like, yo. Hold your britches. I went on a couple of dates in like the summertime, and I just didn't super click with any of those people. One of them was just kind of like, hey, let's take a look. And it's like, if I had seen much like photo or video of this person, I would have pretty much known that there wasn't a romantic. Because they're actually more masculine than I thought they might be. They're trans-masculine, but like, I thought they might be kind of like femme trans-masculine, you know? You know, like, that happens. Cause like, I thought, well, why do they want to meet me, you know, if I'm not going to be interested? Because my profiles make it pretty obvious, I think. I don't know, maybe not. It was fine, you know, I got out and I met somebody and we talked for a while. And, you know, I met a couple of other people who... One person was like, I think, too intimidated by my experience and everything. And the other person was just kind of had a bad attitude, honestly, just kind of, I don't know, kind of cynical and they seemed honestly like they could probably be really mean sometimes, actually. So, I do not need any of that. And, you know, I'm talking to a couple people right now I'm really interested in, but like, it's like I don't hear from them for a couple days, and I've only just met them. I don't really know what their lives are like. Maybe they're really busy, or something. But then I'm like, well, why are you like looking at, dating profiles of people, like especially people who are very specifically not looking for hookups, because that's not where I'm at, personally. I don't really have anything against it. Presuming that you practice safe sex. That's just not where I'm at. And, so I'm not sure why anyone would be looking at dating profiles for people who are looking to, like, get to know people and stuff if they don't have time. But, I don't know. I'm a stranger. It's just really weird because, like, it really... I put a lot of effort into making sure that I'm not fucking out of touch with reality. because that is a concern with my mental health diagnosis. To put it real simple. And, you know, I've been working really hard at my recovery for the last several years and all. And it really seemed like we were hitting it off with, actually like 3 different people I was talking to. I thought was going like really well. And then just, I don't know, I'll text like, hey, you know. So we had some really great conversations, and then just like not hearing from people, or I'll hear from them like a day or 2 later, and then I'm not really like in a good position to chat at that time. I'm busy with something, you know? I don't know. Ugh. I just want a girlfriend really bad. Alright, there's the silver arrows. We can actually leave here now. We're all done. Silver arrows and go means silver arrows and go. Although, since we're going there anyway, let's get the big bomb. I mean, we're heading over there. How much time is it going to cost us, really? This run is already basically a nothing run. That's fine. It's been an interesting run. Hey, there's another bottle. We don't really need it though. We don't have the bug catching net, so we're just gonna go in here and we're gonna finish this asshole off with our 17 hearts. To begin, you must collect 7 crystals and defeat his minion at the top of his tower. Right. We're there, dude. When I conquer the light world, I'll hold a parade of all my monsters to demonstrate my might to the people. Interesting. Interesting priorities. We're so overpowered right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take these lag frames. Don't even care. We've got tons of blue potion. Getting really lucky on these teleports today. Oh no, silver, my one true weakness! That's right. Nice. Hey, we won! We beat that seed, folks. We beat it. That's victory. Get ready to make your wish in your heart. That's another run in the books, folks. We did it. God, the fucking total runtime on this is gonna be absurd. Like 4 hours or something. Tons of save and quits. It was a dirty run, real nasty. I want to give it to some pros. I want to watch them suffer. I love this game. Shoutouts to the randomizer community. We've never met, but we're fam, for sure. Yeah, Robin Hood. Cute, because he gave me the bow. I liked the progression in this. It was an interesting story. Finding the mirror locked in the Tower of Ganon. It's like he was holding on to this critical tool for getting to and defeating him. Especially with the silver arrows being gate locked behind them. Clever. Shrooms for Moonrock. Woodfellas. Cute. You know, when you're somebody who cries alone virtually every day, I think it's probably natural to, want to have somebody that you feel comfortable crying with. Right? Like you could be just like you do when you're alone and crying, but, there's a person there, and they're, giving a fuck in a good way. It's so tough, God. There's people who aggressively don't give a shit. They don't care about other people. And then there's people who get so anxious about whether they're doing well enough for you. Or get super anxious if you're upset, they're going to be held responsible, or it's their job to make sure you're never hurt or never upset. And hey, that's a game you can never ever win. No way. Because either the other person gets upset sometimes, and then it really dysregulates you and stuff, or that person starts hiding it, and that's not good for a relationship either. It's really tough being trans. Like, there's the obvious stuff everybody knows about, like how difficult it can be to get the transition care that you need. And then there's the, family stuff. Like, does your family understand? Does your family hate and reject you? And then there's just, like, cis people, transphobes who hate you, right? Look, that stuff is brutal and horrible. That stuff is also entry level, okay? Like, so with all that stuff a given, for instance, next, most of your social life is going to be with other trans people. And guess what? Other trans people are, by and large, they're pretty traumatized. And, don't process things super well. God. And, due to a variety of factors, such as the prevalence of cancel culture online and stuff, people are very, in like the trans community, they're very, very on like high alert for any kind of sign that might indicate that somebody is an abuser, Like, yeah, by all means, we gotta look out for ourselves, but when you don't have wise mind skills, when you don't have, like, emotional regulation and distress tolerance, and you have trauma, those warning bells go off over, over things that could be decent. Alright, let's talk about this here. Sword took 14 minutes, Pegasus Boots was an hour and a half, brutal. Flute was 30, Mirror was 2 hours and 45 minutes. Actually, this run didn't take as long as I thought it did. It might be sub 330. 4 we beat with Master Sword, 6 with Tempered Sword, and we got the final with the Golden Sword. 9 chests to Ganon Tower Big Key, but we still needed to find silver arrows, so yeah. Save and quit's 21. Wow, our menu time was actually better than our last run. Decent. Lag time was still kind of rough, though. That was a better time than our last run. How is that possible? I'm tripping balls right now. 3 hours and 15 minutes on that run. Okay, cool. That's good and fine and neat and totally rad. Sure, nice. Okay. Cool beans. That was it, folks. We did that. So yeah, okay. So your alarm bells might go off for genuine red flags, but look, this is the thing. A red flag is not necessarily like a one and done kind of like conclusive thing every time. Do you know what I mean? Like, one red flag does not necessarily an abuser make, Because, like, people, it's nuanced. The question is, do you require people to be all good for them to qualify as not all bad? That's polarizing, and take it from me, because, I am a perfectionist in a lot of ways. It's rough being that way. It's really rough. And then, the fact that, like, victims of abuse tend to recreate their abuse. It's a terrible, horrible trick of human neurology. So these red flags are going off. People don't have distress tolerance skills and wise mind skills. So they start spiraling, getting dysregulated, start getting paranoid. And now in their fear, they want this person they perceive as an abuser to be gone and, like, taken care of, you know? And their neurology starts kind of taking over, doing things kind of automatically. And that's when those abusive patterns come out themselves. And, you know, in a lot of these cases, you have people who are basically the same. You know? None of them are really abusers. They're all victims who get fucking terrified. Right? Or is it both? You know? Terror brings out abuse. Does that make someone an abuser? Well, I mean, that's a label. And labels are a double-edged sword. You know, they're sort of a conversational shortcut. You know, instead of going into detail saying, oh, okay, so X thing happened between me and person B, and then they did Y, and etc., etc. Like, I felt Z, you know. Just go, so-and-so's an abuser. Like, that's so essentializing. I mean, that's violating your basic precepts of existentialism, too. Let's just, I mean, point that out as well. Existence precedes essence. And your actions, you know, your actions define you to a degree for sure, but, like, people can change. On the other hand, there's a certain amount of cognitive what's the word I want? Sorry, I'm trying to find this word because it's bothering me. You know, it's not... Oh, jeez. Inertia. God, finally I found the word. There's a certain amount of cognitive inertia. You know, our brains are we're pretty sure are real physical objects, you know, and they do work with sugars and fats, and the organs of the human body and the systems of the human body can only process so much sugar and fat in a day. So our brains do have labor limitations, right? There's resource limitations there, and they can only do so much. And change requires effort and labor in the human neurology. So, yeah, it's dialectical, okay. But, you know, just... It's tough being trans. I feel like people who are not trans femme, like, by and large, don't cannot understand that we can be lesbian or sapphic. It seriously, like, seems to mystify them, the very notion of it. Ugh. So that makes the dating pool difficult as well. And you know, like, I found somebody who was really amazing just about 5 years ago. And so there's that part of my brain that's like, well, that was the one, you know? Not like the one in the sense of like we were meant to be together, but like the one, like, time I would find somebody who, like, A, respected and perceived me as a woman and a lesbian, and, like, was attracted to me both, you know, in terms of, you know, my appearance and my personality and my interests, and that I felt the same way about her, you know. What a unicorn, you know? It's my black swan. It's not gonna happen again. That's what that part of my brain says. It's not gonna happen again, Ink. It's just like, shut up. It's just tiring. Like, I'm gonna keep at it, of course, because, like, what else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do other than keep at it? But it's an energy drain, you know? For sure. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I did a tweet that had some crazy fucking numbers. Really great numbers. They're actually, the numbers are still going up. I was cooking, I was preparing some food, and there was like a lull of a couple minutes where there was nothing for me to do. So I picked up my phone, and literally when I picked up my phone, I saw a new push notification appear, and it was a tweet from ContraPoints, Natalie Wynn. And she was asking for what's the trippy shit that young art students are watching this year. And of course I knew right away, like, yo, Acid Trek, you know? So I got the link real quick, and I said, this shit is amazing if you haven't seen it. That's a masterpiece. And I posted the link. And I don't know, like 5 or 10 minutes later, Natalie replied to me, and her tweet said, OMG, I am ascending. Like, yes! Fucking home run. And this tweet now has like 940 likes, a bunch of retweets, quote tweets, comments. Fucking nailed it. I've never had a tweet that did numbers like that. And I mean, it's not like I just did a tweet and it just took off. Like, it was a reply tweet. Like, I'm not out of touch with reality. I understand, like, I was replying to ContraPoint's tweet and I got in real early, just like a couple minutes maybe after she tweeted. But it was still really cool. You know, I had a really tough day. I was pretty sad. Again, it's like, I know so many people, I go out, I socialize, and we have a good time and everything, but I'm still really sad because I don't have those, like, deep connections that I really want, you know? I really want somebody that I can just sit and be quiet and comfortable with, you know? Somebody that we don't have to talk all the time. we can read, or just like be there, not have to do anything. Or maybe do like a coloring book. Imagine doing a coloring book together. Oh my god, that would be so much faster. That would be great. And something, you know? Like not have to talk all the time. And also somebody that you feel safe with. You know? Somebody that I'm like, okay, this person's not gonna hurt me. You know? And not that, like, I would never think that, because I know how my brain works at this point. I probably have a lifelong mental illness. Not just in the past tense, but in the future tense as well. Probably. I'm probably going to be doing work to counteract and dismantle my mentally ill thought patterns, just indefinitely, you know? So, like, it's not like I'm never going to have that intrusive thought that's like, what if they're hiding something? Like, what if they're hiding, like, they're really unhappy with me or something? So, I was in a relationship about 10 years ago, and it was so toxic and scary. Not to paint myself purely as a victim, like, I was a part of this dynamic, and it was mutually toxic, very badly. But I had gotten to a point with my paranoia and my sleep deprivation that, like, I was convinced that this partner of mine could, like, kill me or pull, like, a Misery, you know, that movie Misery, on me or something, you know? I laugh about it now because what else can you do? I'm not going to cry on stream, you know? But I'm at a place now where I can ground myself. I can go, oh, okay. What are the facts, Inke? You know? It's a dialectical behavior therapy skill called checking the facts. It's literally right there. You know, for a long time, I had breathing exercises, diaphragmatic breathing, and I was like, okay, that's it. That's all I need. No. You know, diaphragmatic breathing is like having Band-Aids, you know? Yeah. You know? Good to have Band-Aids and Neosporin, because cuts are gonna happen, but, like, you know, I had a chronic disease. Band-Aids are not gonna do anything about this chronic disease. You know, I needed more tools. I needed more expertise. And on the one hand, I was very lucky that I was able to get access to that kind of care. Flawed though it is. Absolutely. But also, on the other hand, like, I did make it happen. You know, I tried. As screwed up as I am, as unhealthy as I have been, you know, I make effort. I put in a lot of effort to improve my physical health. As part of what being trans and repressed, or an egg, as the kids like to call it, part of what that did to me was make me, like, compulsively run away from anything physically about me. So I didn't really like being active, especially after puberty. But I reached a certain point where I started making effort again, tried to learn things, and Yeah, I've never been perfect. Honestly, not really a disciplined person. Really. I have some organizational skills, but in my mind, they keep me like barely afloat. Now, of course, I'm getting out more, I'm socializing more with people. And I'm seeing those like classic kinds of dysfunctional people who like, they do really well at work, they put on a really good face and a really good presentation of themselves when they're at work. And then outside of work, they're such a mess. Arguably in a lot of ways, you know, struggling more than I am. You know, I mean, I have an eating disorder, but I feed myself a good mixture of things. Produce, potatoes, carrots, peppers, tomato, lettuce, kale, grapes. I make special things for myself. I put extra effort in, you know, I use seasonings. And like, some people I know, you know, they work a full-time job of some prestige, and they like don't eat all day, and then they make a pot of noodles, you know. And it's just eye-opening for me to see there's quite a deprivation there, you know. This is something that capitalism has done to people, you know. We've been totally mind-fucked by the system on a deep level, emotionally. A lot of us may not fully consciously recognize it, but a lot of us have deeply internalized this reality that, by and large, you know, we're not held to have any value beyond the profit that we generate, the labor that we do. So, you know, people go and they do a good job at that, and then they don't really take care of themselves, because the truth is that you're never gonna find your value in that way. Contributing to community is great. That's kind of different, kind of the same, kind of different. But until you find how you have inherent worth without doing anything, you know, that kind of thing is going to be a problem. That alone doesn't solve everything, though. Don't ever mistake me for somebody who peddles a panacea. Everything is so complex. Like, part of me wants to say, oh, panacea? Easy. Love and hypnosis. Somebody who genuinely, like, loves and cares about you doing hypnosis? Perfect. But that's not necessarily true. I mean, you need experience, you need education, and you need free time and energy. Like, a certain amount of ableness, you know? That's another way of saying free time, basically. Okay, to clarify, what I mean is, for somebody who is giving love and hypnosis to somebody to, like, act as a panacea, like, they have to have the free time for that. And part of that has to do with, you know, how much like ableness they have. Because the more disabled you are, the more like time everything takes. The more difficult it is to take care of the basic necessities. You know, unless you're extremely affluent and you have people to take care of that for you, you know. I was crying after I watched My Own Private Idaho, which I think is an appropriate response. Watching that movie, especially if you're queer and have been impoverished and been homeless. I was homeless for many years in the early 2000s, actually myself. Unhoused. And it struck me like how odd it is, you know. I have 4 parents. My parents divorced in my like tween years, and they both remarried. Not very super long after that, they married new people. I have 4 parents, and there's not one of them that I can cry with like that. Like I cry when I'm alone. And that struck me as being like so awful. And then of course I thought, you know, that's true for a lot of us. A lot of us queer people and people with trauma, you know. It seems really hard to find that kind of love. People have walls up, you know? People have hard exteriors. So they don't want to be hurt. You know? AT Fields. Just go watch Evangelion, Pink Floyd The Wall, you know, etc. Jeez. We finished this run though tonight. Probably gonna be a long time again before I have another stream. Because what I want to do is get my sleep schedule kind of fixed again. Because that, you know, that helps me to keep my exercise routine and meditate, get other kinds of work done, you know, take care of paperwork and things. Because I do have something else other than that, other than, you know, in the absence of a girlfriend, I have some purpose in my life, which I think, you know, is discernible from looking at the hypnosis files I've released, you know. Sometimes I worry about my motivation, you know, trying to earn the good graces of some kind of cosmic mommy figure. Trying to be worthy of a happy existence. And part of the trap with that is like, you know, what's the threshold for that? Never ever being sad? Never ever experiencing pain or suffering. Never ever experiencing inconvenience. Come on. Get real, Ink, you know? Yeah, I'll keep plugging away. We'll get through winter here. Yule is coming in about 2 weeks. Is my math right? Yeah. About 2 weeks to Yule. Not sure if I'm going to do anything. I probably will. I'm starting to think about going to see my family for it, you know? They're kind of annoyed with me because I didn't come up with like a wish list. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I just... couldn't do it. What's funny is I just said they're kind of annoyed with me for not coming up with a wish list. That's actually something my mind is fabricating. I know that they asked me for one. I don't actually know that they're annoyed with me. I'm doing some mind reading. It's a cognitive behavioral therapy term. So I guess probably the healthy thing for me to say is, you know, if they're annoyed with me, then it's like, sorry, you know, I just didn't have the mental energy to do it. Part of my problem with wish lists is like, okay, so say for instance, I need a winter coat, right? True. But like, I don't need just any winter coat. I need something that fits well, which is tricky. Has good range of movement when I'm wearing it. You know, that I'm still flexible and have lots of free movement inside of. Will do a really good job of keeping me warm, but won't make me feel too hot, you know? And finally, also is adequately feminine looking, you know? Because that's important for me. You know, I'm just unhappy if you make me wear something drab. I don't know, maybe that's entitled of me? I don't know. You could say the same thing about these little trans girls, these kids you read about who, like, you know, their parents hear a bunch of TERF rhetoric and they're worried that they're hurting a child, so they take away all their girly stuff and make their bedrooms be like boyish. And these poor children, of course, become horribly depressed and frequently cry and everything. And then finally they decide to ignore the TERFs and they give them back their stuff and paint her room pink and everything. And oh, look at that! You got a happy child, you know? That's me! You know? And, you know, the thing is, actually, objectively, what I'm referring to as an excessively drab coat may not really be objectively. It's just, it doesn't fit my aesthetic taste, you know? So to me, subjectively, I read it as drab, right? Right. So the thing is, if I say, oh, a winter coat, or, I don't know, I need boots, or a new purse or something, and they give me the wrong thing, now I gotta return it. you know, I'm low on space because I have too many things. So I'm pretty picky about what I bring into the house now. And I guess I just start thinking about that situation and getting like anxious and exhausted, you know? Sound neurodivergent. You might be a trauma queer if... I also, you know, I'm somebody, this part's really tough. I'm somebody who genuinely cares about the way other people feel. I don't like to hurt people's feelings. And I hate getting gifts that I don't like. Because I do not know how to fake being happy about a gift that I don't like. I don't understand. I honestly, like, you know, I've got more than like 3 decades of Christmases under my belt. And birthdays too. I've tried. It doesn't go in my brain. You know, faking with presents. So like I guess I get really nervous about getting a present. The prospect that I might get a present I don't like. Because I don't like... I imagine this other person getting like so, you know, eager and excited about this, thinking I'm gonna love it. And maybe I imagine that because that's what happens to me. Like when I shop for presents and stuff, I put so much fucking effort into it. Again, there's my perfectionism, you know, like I hate the idea of giving somebody something that they don't have a use for, or like can't keep or whatever. And that's another part of my mental illness, is this compulsory thing where like I imagine somehow that like you could ever have a thing away and it would just stay that way indefinitely. Nothing works that way. Nothing. So, you know, so in the shower, you know, what I like to do to wash is I like to use one of those loofahs on a stick. You know, they're cute. They make it a lot easier to apply force. You know, I can sort of use sort of like torque or something. I don't know. It's easy to apply force and like get a really good clean, right? And I had this loofah that I liked. I think I only got it in like maybe late May or early June. And it broke on me the other day. And there's still this like little childlike part inside of my head that sees this happen, and it literally doesn't process. It's like, what? Why would you do this to me? I didn't do anything to deserve this. Did I do something wrong? I'm sorry. You know, there's that little traumatized child that's just constantly, like, inside of you, just constantly saying, I'm sorry. But it's got nothing to do with any of that. You know? The string that was holding it all together lost integrity. You know? Just force and friction over time. You know? There it went. And I don't have enough DIY skills to know how to, like, fix it. I'm like halfway considering taking it to a craft shop and being like, hey, I'm super inexperienced, like, would this be potentially easy to fix, or is this absurdly, like, difficult and a huge hassle to fix? Because I literally, it could be either way. I can imagine it being either way. Because, like, the loofah completely unspooled like a pack of intestines. You know? Just like a slinky. You know? Coming out. Only then it doesn't re-slink. It just, like, comes out and then stays. So, I presume the string that holds it to the wooden handle winds through the different segments of the loofah in such a way that help it to keep, like, that good and useful form. And maybe there's some trick to, like, knowing where that's supposed to go. Or maybe it's just impossible outside of the machinery that it was initially manufactured on. I literally don't know, you know? So it's similar to that, you know, this idea that, like, oh, I have that chair, you know? I have that perfect dress. Guess what, sister? I've already seen sequins coming off of it. Sorry. Sorry, sweetheart. Nothing gold can stay, pony boy. Oh, jeez. Everything's so wiggly. So wiggly. Okay, so, again, we didn't really have any audience, so I'm just gonna get going. If you want, you can hit me up on Twitter or Discord, Inke number 2325. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, hit that bell icon so you always know when we're going live or when we drop a new video. I've got Hypnosis Files on YouTube, Miss Inke Noir. Patreon.com/Miss Inke Noir. Got some blog posts there. Hypnosis is there as well, etc. Yeah, cool. So hey, take care of yourselves and be excellent to each other. Don't let the holiday seasons stress you out too much. Remember to take a breather. You can always find a little micro vacation here and there, even if it's just for 5 seconds. You can imagine that you're really on vacation, that you actually have no responsibilities, nothing that you need to do. You can just be present wherever you are and see the beauty in anything. And even those 5 seconds, you will be really, really amazed at how much they can do. Keep smashing the fash. Thanks. I love you. Bye.